Simpson,
Zion
Brandon
lose
Ingram.
AD every time they fucking play. Zion stick that heat at his throat every time they play, bro.
But I just feel like this puts LeBron James in the top 10 humans ever.
They drop the charges in court. I might get expelled.
I take Brock Purdy over Dak Prescott right now.
Welcome back to another episode of the Tip Podcast. As y'all can see, we're on a new platform. We're on StreamYard now. We just still trying some new stuff out. We still in like the opening stages of the podcast. We seeing a lot of growth. I think we're like 163 or 164 followers, subscribers right now. Our TikTok following is getting pretty decent. So we still continue to grow. We're gonna still try new stuff. You should see the new intro video. We've been trying to put that on. We've been trying to put that in for a couple weeks now. We're gonna obviously get a better one, but that's just something we cooked up on our own. It's like our best moments from our first couple episodes. But how y'all doing though? Episode 22. How y'all doing today? It's been a minute since we recorded. It's been like 5 days.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, as far as the sports world, there's been a lot going on, but that's stuff that I'm not gonna like. I think I care about it, but like I don't think you guys care about the Masters. You guys don't watch golf.
Oh hell no.
You guys didn't really watch the college basketball whatever, the national championship. So a lot in the sports world, but not a lot with the NBA and the NFL. So
yeah, I saw UConn won. I mean, you care about basketball obviously, but it's like you didn't watch it all year. It's like it's kind of tough, especially when your favorite teams lost. Like it was a crazy year for the tournament.
I don't know. It's just, I like college basketball, but like the NCAA tournament is like the best playoff in all of sports, right? It's just like it's the best whatever playoff. So it's just so much fun to watch. And then obviously I'm not going to stop watching at the Final Four. So just got to watch it through. UConn just killed Miami. So
Jaden, how you doing though, bro? I'm here for you.
I'm feeling good. Just homework and stuff is getting a little bit stressful, but always coming on a pod. So like that, it's just a good way to, you know what I'm saying, get your mind off of that. So happy to be here. Happy to talk about sports and shit.
Homework is getting crazy. Bro, literally had an exam one day, and then after that, I had a homework assignment. But it was like 40 points after that, like the next day, bro. School is getting crazy. We almost done though. We got a month left, and then we'll be out for the summer. So
I'm not gonna lie, school is getting easier and easier for me. The bulk of my stuff is getting finished. Classes are slowly winding down. Like the only thing left is really finals. Like I've been cool in the past couple of this week I had tests and stuff, a lot of stuff due, but after this kind of a coast to the end, so I'm happy.
No, I think we definitely got to get ourselves a pat on the back though, because like it's kind of crazy that our in college is gonna be over. It's about to be over already. Like time is going so fast, bro. Like time is going super fast.
Freshman year flew by way too fast,
for sure.
But we got some NBA topics today. We trying to get back to the NFL. It's just so dry. It's we wait on the draft. I think either next time we do episode, we're probably gonna do a mock draft. Probably be some more NFL news. I think the mock drafts would definitely be a little bit different. Some of the teams got quarterbacks. Some of the teams got like I know like the Lions needed secondary help, and they got that in free agency, so they probably won't take a corner. The Raiders won't take a quarterback anymore, so it's gonna be a lot different mock draft. We're gonna do one I think next week, closer to the draft. Well, we got some NBA topics today. First, we're gonna start off with the top 5 players we want to see win a championship.
Wait, no, we want to see or have the most to gain?
Oh no, yeah. Top 5 players that have the most to gain from winning the championship. So who 5 players y'all think have like most to gain from winning the championship?
I'll let you. One of y'all can go first.
I'll probably go first. So I guess to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really prepare for this question.
Okay.
But just going off of the top of my head, I would probably say CP3. I feel like even when we do these lists, when we talk about the greatest point guards ever, we tend to kind of have CP3 lower on the list. And I don't know, maybe I wouldn't say a few years ago, but it's kind of crazy to see like how people treat CP3 now when he was just looked at somebody who was a point guard, and then now everybody's like CP0, 0 rings. So I feel like even though it's at the tail end of his career, he's not the same player that he once was. I think he'll really benefit from having a championship. Do you want me to keep going on with players? I can't really think of it right now.
I'll go.
We can come back to you. We can come back to you.
I'll go through my top 5. I'll go through my top 5.
Go ahead. Oh, Max.
Cool. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think. My one is still KD. And it's just the simple fact. I saw the Dive in Deep podcast talked about this. Who just came on? Who just guest star with them? No, who just guest starred on their show?
Oh, Joel Moran.
Yeah. So he was talking about it, and I do agree with this. It's the Curry and KD debate. if KD can win that ring without Curry, like, right, I think a lot of people who – I know we talked about this last podcast, obviously, with, who is the better player on the Warriors, and I'm not here to say one or the other, but if KD can win a ring without Steph, I think that argument kind of gets diminished. And I do think that KD's legacy is kind of like – that's the only thing people think about when they think of KD in basketball, which is kind of sad. But KD winning a ring on his own, I think, would cement him as, you know what I mean? Like, people aren't going to look at him just for the Warriors' years. Like, I think people will finally put him in a different conversation. My 2 and 3 are similar because it's Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. I put Nikola on a little bit of a higher pedestal than Joel just because he got the 2 MVPs to prove it. They're both high seeds in the past, but Nikola's been MVP. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a little more pressure. But Joel Embiid for sure, like, if he can get a ring, like, that's huge. Obviously, with Harden in his contract year, you don't know if he's going to come back. Like, it could be a championship year or bust kind of situation for them. They could really go back to this summer without a championship and a significantly different roster. So I think both centers have a lot to I don't know a lot to lose, but they have a lot to gain. KD has a lot to gain. And lastly, just the entire Clippers organization. If the entire Clippers organization wins, I think what you're talking about with CP3, if they win, Russ is going to have a part in it. As much as Latif, you want to think he won't, Russ will have a part in it. Kawhi, I think Kawhi will probably be the Finals MVP, and the fact that he would be a 3-time champ with 3 Finals MVPs on 3 different teams, in my opinion, that's very impressive. I think that would move him up my all-time. Like, that'd be crazy. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. LeBron thinks he only won, right?
Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it for a second. And I was like, wait, no, LeBron's got it. Yeah, LeBron's the only one. So yeah, it's a super impressive thing. And obviously with PG's legacy, Kawhi's legacy, Russ's legacy, Ty Lue, even for that matter, right? Like winning a ring without LeBron. Like there's a lot of players in that team who I think have a lot to gain from winning a ring. I think if KD, I don't want to put KD out there like if he doesn't win, it's an embarrassment. No, I will give the Suns the benefit of the doubt. They haven't really played together all year, so they are a pretty fresh team coming to this. But I think if KD does win a ring, 3 rings, all his accolades, we're talking arguably the best offensive scorer all time. Like, I think he could be creeping top 10, top 15 all time on people's lists. So,
well, I think KD is already top 15 all time without the ring.
I don't know. I feel like that 10 to 15 I've never really thought about, and I gotta dive deeper into who I got there.
I got KD in my top 15. I like your picks though. Obviously, everybody in the Clippers organization could benefit from a championship. They can finally get off from out of the basement of the old Staples Center.
Yeah.
I think it would benefit Russ, not that much. But if that happens, that would be a great segment because I want Zay on the podcast talk about that because I really don't feel like winning the championship for Russ would benefit his legacy that much. Just because.
Can I ask you one thing?
Go ahead.
Before you go into it. So, if the Suns win and if the Clippers win, are KD and Russ's contributions like the same in your eyes, or do you think
no? Hell no.
So you think CP3 is a bigger contributor than Russ would be?
Are you saying? No, you can ask me KD.
Oh, sorry, CP3. My fault.
I
see them in similar
situations. Yeah, because
I see them in similar situations.
Russ might not even close like down the stretch. Like you look at Clippers games, some games he doesn't even close down the stretch. Like last night, we're gonna talk about this later. But he got out to a great start, but in the fourth quarter he didn't play, and that's because so much depth.
Bones was hooping though.
Yeah, I understand that he didn't play though because I feel like he started off hot, but like in the second and third quarter he didn't like have his biggest impact because he stopped hitting the 3 as much, and so the teams just leaving you wide open and mess up your spacing. And the Lakers just start come back in the third quarter. But I don't want to get back to that. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
But my top 5, I probably have to. So I'm going to start with Embiid. Obviously, he has no championships, and I mean I thought he's going to get the MVP this year. Out of he deserves it.
Are we diving into that later?
We're going to dive into that too as well. He's going to probably get MVP this year. He deserves it, but it's probably out of pity, out of complaining, out of just let's give him the MVP. I think he has the most to gain. He has the most to gain though because it will finally shut up all the doubters. He will ascend to one of the best big men of all time, winning the ring as being the best player on the team. So I think Embiid for that reason is number 1. Obviously 2 is Nikola Jokic. I think he's under Embiid because he has more in playoff success than Embiid. He's been to the Western Conference Finals. He's balled out in almost every playoff series he's been in. So I think he has a little bit more less pressure. I think he has a little bit less to gain than Joel Embiid. But I think if Jokic gets that championship, he's moving into that top 6, top 5 big men all time debate. Especially with his 2 MVPs and possibly a third. 3. It's either between James Harden, because James Harden doesn't. I really like the players that doesn't have championships already. I think KD, he could obviously gain from a legacy standpoint without Steph, but like James Harden doesn't even have 1 ring yet, and that's just he's one of those players that just lose him. It will move him up in all-time shooting guards debate as well. He hasn't been able to have so much playoff success besides getting to the Western Conference Finals a couple of times, but just losing to the Warriors. It will really do well for his legacy, especially seeing on a stacked team. And it's just him and Embiid against a top-heavy West. I mean East. I think that'd be really good for James Harden. Now, so I'm at 4. I'm struggling between KD and Giannis right here. What you want to say, Max?
Who was your third again?
James Harden.
So you said Jokic,
Giannis.
Embiid. You said Jokic, Embiid.
Yes.
No, I had Giannis down on my list, and then I erased him for Russ. Giannis could catapult himself. You said Jokic, Embiid, Harden. Who?
Jokic, Embiid, Harden. I'm struggling on the 4th because I want to say
Gotcha.
KD, but it's like he already has 2. But
I feel like as far as most to gain, you know what I mean. You're not like I wouldn't say like means the most for the. Yeah, similar question actually. Yeah,
he already has 2, and I feel like obviously it would do both well for his legacy, but since he don't even care about that shit, like I don't even know like how much does he really have to gain from that. I think Giannis has a lot to gain because first of all, I just want to say this: if Giannis wins another championship this year, for me, he's over KD all the time. All he has to do is finish. All he has to do is finish the rest of his career. He has 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award, 2 Finals MVPs, and 2 championships. And for me, his 2 championships would be viewed in a higher light than KD as far as all-time legacy. All-time debate is most about accolades. So at that point, he will have 2 MVPs. 2 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, and his rings would be revered in a higher regard than KD. So that would do a lot for his legacy. I think if Giannis wins the championship this year, he might crack that top 15 already. And that's
I was gonna say, if you think he's above KD, do you think he cracks top 10 or no? He still needs more to crack top 10.
No, because bro, Steph just barely in there. Steph barely in there. You still got like Larry Bird, Moses Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon. I think it probably puts him over Hakeem.
You got Moses Malone in your top 10?
15, top 15. You got to look at his resume, bro. It's crazy.
Oh no, he was great. I know. I thought you were talking top 10. Sorry.
No. But I'll probably put Giannis 4. I think not a lot of people gonna say that though. Putting Giannis at 4. And then Jay, who you thinking? I don't know. At 5.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
5th player on my list.
Like, I think there's a bunch of younger people, like, you know what I mean?
I'm
like
just
Donovan Mitchell, like they're kind of in the same boat where like they can kind of catapult themselves above the rest. I think the Boston Celtics as an organization again can have a lot to gain, right?
Jason Tatum gonna have a lot to gain in there for sure.
But like not even just JT, like they've been good for how many? You know what I mean? They've had championship caliber teams. They had teams who make the Eastern Conference Finals for years now, and they just can't get the deal. You know what I mean? They can't get the deal done. So
this question kind of
put Brad Stevens under this microscope.
This question kind of stumps me because I remember not too long ago we kind of had this conversation, but I forgot how it
was different because it was different because it was most pressure to win a championship this year, and I think that's a different question because obviously KD wouldn't be in there, someone like Giannis wouldn't be in there because they already have their chips and stuff like that. So that would be a different question. People like James Harden.
I'm going to take back my take back then. I don't think KD has most pressure. I'll give it to Jokic. I think Jokic has most pressure with the 2 MVPs. His team's healthy. He's the number 1
most
seed.
Pressure and most pressure and most gain are 2 different questions.
They're similar though.
I think Jason Tatum has a lot to gain from that though. He become a Celtic legend, winning a championship.
I think Giannis cements himself as the best player in the league though if he wins it this year.
He's already the best player in the league in my eyes.
I think so too, but I'm saying I think he cements it. I don't think there's really competition.
So with hearing all stuff, I'll stick with CP3. James Harden. James Harden is yet to get one. I'm not really seeing the whole KD thing. I kind of talked about this when Rudy was on the podcast. Since KD doesn't give a fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Since KD doesn't care, I really don't care. If I'm being quite honest. I'll say Embiid. I say Jokic. I can't really think of anybody else after that.
You gotta throw Jason Tatum in there. You know,
I'll give it to Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and also LeBron too, because I feel like, come on, bro, LeBron doing this shit, bro. Come on now, that's come on. Are we really having to go to bed after that? Like, we
The
really
thing with LeBron, it's just like now it's you either have him as your goal, or you have him, or you don't.
No, but championship with catapult him for sure though. Come on.
No,
now.
I kind of do agree with Jaden, because like I think if LeBron gets another ring, all the Jordan fans are gonna be like, oh, he went to 11, he couldn't win anymore. Like, please stop. Like, please just stop. Like,
one he still doesn't have 6. Like, it's still not
exactly.
But doing it in year 20 holds a lot of weight though. Like, being 38 years old holds a lot of weight.
And with how bad their team was at parts of the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. That's crazy.
It helps out my argument of why LeBron's the GOAT. But I think the Jordan fans are, first of all, it's not 6 rings. And Jordan fans just be 6 for 6, 6 for 6.
Yeah, he didn't have 9 years. Yeah, like he had 9 years in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, LeBron, I'm insufferable. Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna be insufferable, bro. I'm gonna be insufferable, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, bro.
Well, I know we don't have them. We got to make these whatever all the time now. Let's just get a quick finals predictions. Everybody say quick finals. I know we'll talk about it when the playoffs get set, but right now today, quick finals predictions. Everyone go.
I got the Bucks.
And who against who?
Oh, dang. I don't think Lakers are making it. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of unrealistic to even think. I don't think Warriors are gonna make it either. The West is so tough. I don't want to say the Suns though, but dang, I don't think the Nuggets are gonna make it either. It's so crazy. Like, I don't want the Warriors to make it. I have a bet against them. I think it's gonna be Warriors Suns. Luckily,
that's not possible. Warriors Suns.
I
think he's saying
Bucks Suns.
Bucks Suns.
I thought you were saying it's between them. I got it. Bucks Clippers. For some reason, the game yesterday just kind of
my God,
solidified everything for me. Like that, it showed me everything that I needed to know. They don't have Paul George, and they literally, it was bad. It was looking bad for the Lakers. They did come back and stuff like that, and I don't think the Suns just have the chemistry. Chemistry together to beat the Clippers, and then Paul George is gonna be back. So
I've been on this train for a while now, and it's not changing. I'll take the Lakers and the Bucks. It's not gonna change. I might go put money on it because I'm sorry, it's been that way since I'm like.
That's just delusional, Max. I'm not gonna lie. It's delusional. Bro.
Yeah, that's
I don't
so
think to the finals, bro. We can take. We have. It's not impossible, but I just don't think we are though.
I think
Max, I want you to clarify something though. Can you clarify something for me?
I need to go find when I said it first, but I'm pretty sure I said it first before the trade.
So when the Lakers were terrible,
when they had Russ, yes, when they had Russ,
you were still saying Lakers Bucks.
I want to pull it up. I gotta find it. I think I did before when they had Russ. Yes, because Latif, I guess like the fact that you can't pick a Western Conference team, like just okay, why not pick the best player of all time? Done. Like
that's not how it goes. First of all, I want to we get into the Lakers and Clippers game. Talk about the struggles that we have, obvious like problems we're gonna have in the playoffs. It's a lot, bro. Like, it's a lot to just believe in. And LeBron is literally 38. Bro.
Let's say the playoffs keep as is, right? Let's just say Pels get the 8, right? Let's just go 1-8 right now, right? 1-8. The Lakers avoid
Also, the Clippers are not going to the finals. They're gonna have to see the Suns in the first round.
The Suns are the 5th seed right now, right? The 5th seed.
Yeah, they're gonna have to see the Suns, and they're gonna lose that.
So I'm not talking. Wait, I didn't say the Clippers.
Where are the Suns?
No, I'm talking to Jaden.
Oh,
yeah, I was talking to Jaden.
The Suns are 4, Clips 5, Warriors 6. So the Lakers will get to play the winner of the Kings and the Warriors, and they beat the Warriors a couple times this year because they'll play Memphis. So I think they'll beat Memphis. The Warriors, they'll probably win. I think they could beat the Warriors. I obviously think LeBron and the Warriors have had their run-ins, but I think they can beat the Warriors, especially though if Golden State gets the 5 seed. If the Lakers can avoid Golden State, Phoenix, and Denver, that's kind of crazy. Like if they're like next round, if the 4 teams in their little like sub bracket is them, Memphis, Sacramento, the Clippers, I get think it's lost to the Clippers, but I'm still picking LeBron in the 7-game series over an injured Clippers team. I'm picking LeBron over the Kings, and I'm picking LeBron over the Grizzlies. So I mean, you can say what you want. That's a cakewalk to the Western Conference Finals. So he's got to play Phoenix or Denver or Golden State in a 7-game series. I don't know. I'll take Bron. We'll see.
All right, so we've been talking so much about the playoffs and the championship like that, but there's obviously some teams in the NBA that are outside that window. I was going to add the Thunder in here, but they still have a shot to make it in the play-in.
Yeah.
So who has the brightest future out of the teams outside the play-in? Teams include the Pacers, the Pistons, the Magic, the Hornets, Wizards, Jazz, Blazers, Spurs, and Rockets.
I like to go first.
Go ahead.
So when I'm looking at this list, 2 teams kind of stuck out for me. First, I like going against the grain. Everybody kind of like disagree with my Jalen Green take, but just even though Jalen Green does look a little bit inefficient, he is a good scorer. A lot inefficient. He still is a good scorer. The situation that he's in is pretty poor, but all the reports saying that the Rockets could get Jaylen Brown and then possibly get in Victor Wembanyama, whatever his name is. That's huge. That's very huge for Rockets. And then another team that's kind of standing out for me is the Blazers. Hopefully Dame gets gone. But have y'all been seeing Shaedon Sharpe?
Yeah, he's been hooping. I saw that.
I guess, but that's my thing. A bright future and one player. I don't know. The Blazers.
Shaedon and an Ant.
League future.
Shaedon and an Ant, bro. Like
they're gonna have a top draft pick. They're gonna have a top draft pick as well.
I don't know if there's a second. I mean, if they get Wemby,
you're trading Dame. You're gonna get a slew of assets as well for him. So
I don't know. Looking at these teams, there's a couple teams I like more. But keep going.
No, that's really all I have to say. Like Shaedon has been hooping and has been hooping the whole season. So, and then obviously, like Steve said, once you get rid of Dame, you're gonna get a lot of stuff back. So,
I get that. I agree. Steve, you wanna go or me to go?
I want to go. I think my team is the Magic. They competed all year. They beat the Celtics a few times. They beat a couple of good teams a few times. They made every game tough. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Markelle Fultz. That's why I took him so high in that draft the other day. Markelle Fultz is hooping. He is not. He's getting out of that bust category. He's getting out of there. Like slowly but surely, he's getting out of that category. I like what I'm seeing from Paolo. He's struggling from the 3-point line, but he's inefficient. But that comes with you have so much strength, like so much of the load on your shoulders. But he's rookie of the year.
Pause.
And then obviously Franz Wagner. They're gonna have 2 top 10 picks this year, like two lottery picks this year. I think they're gonna use those picks to get a guard, maybe another big or a 6-man type player. So their future is bright. They're gonna have a lot of cap space. They can possibly use them picks to get a start. It just depends how fast they want to build that rebuild. I think they're gonna come up in the eat. It depends on how fast they want to do their rebuild. I think they show a lot of promise though. They gotta figure out what they want to do though with like Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony. I think Jalen Suggs can be like a 6-man. But if he's a starting point guard, he got to take stride on offense. He's a very good defender already, decent playmaker. But I love the Magic. I think they have definitely the brightest future out of any team in the play-in, outside of the play-in.
There's we have a list of 9 teams. There's 4 that really stick out. You guys said 2 in the Magic and the Rockets. I think it's crazy that neither of you guys mentioned the Pistons. The Pistons, Cade, Ivy, Duran, whatever.
I was only doing one team.
I was thinking about the Pistons, but I just don't.
I got
see
you.
it.
I think those teams goes. I think we got to mention them first of all. I think I'll pick another team, but I'm just saying those 3 teams got to go without saying. They all have the best odds of getting Wemby. Like obviously, whoever gets Wemby is automatically in that conversation. But I think those 3 teams have to get mentioned. I thought when you guys mentioned.
What if this nigga is like the biggest bust ever, bro? Like,
yeah, he could be. He could be 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Stuff relies on injuries and stuff like that as well. Also, I just want to touch on that Rockets thing. Jaden, like I feel like the Jaylen Brown thing is delusional, and 2.
You think Jaylen Brown is delusional?
No, them getting Jaylen Brown is kind of like that's just
why,
like, bro? Because why would he go there at all places? Like,
because he has the keys, the entire offense.
Yeah, he has the keys, bro. That would be his team.
Houston's got money. That's his team.
I think he wants to win, and I don't know that him going there is making a win.
But
especially in the West.
Jaylen Brown, and you get a good draft pick. They could win a couple years.
It takes years. It takes a minute. It's probably take a minute for when we develop. I mean, he's gonna be probably like rookie of the year, but it depends. It all depends. But
I don't know if he'll be rookie of the year. I think he'll get injured. I don't know. I do agree. I think like it does scare me. Like, what if he's not great? But at the end of the day, like the reason you're picking one is you want to pick the best possible player. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna like play it safe at the number 1 overall pick. You're gonna pick Wemby. I don't know. He's built like Chet, so like that's why I say it. Like Chet just got injured, so he like I don't want to.
Did you see Chet bulking up? You seen that picture of him?
Yeah, give me a little more confidence. Give me a little more confidence.
See, no, this
he ain't bulking up.
All this stuff is fake. All that stuff is fake, bro. Like I feel like we see this. I feel like we see this like not every year, but like it's somebody who's, let's say, out of shape, like was Zion.
Bro. They did the same thing with Zion. Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like I gotta see it. I gotta actually see it.
Jay, with the Rockets though, do you realize that organization is run terribly, and also they I'm probably gonna fire Steven Silas, but like who are they replacing him with? I've been seeing names floating around like Kenny Atkinson, Ime, like that's not happening. Frank Vogel,
you get Ime. First off, you get Ime. That changes everything. And the thing I want to speak on the whole Silas thing. Silas has been just put in a fucking dumpster fire, bro. First, he had James Harden, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. I know that's like they're on their tail end, of course. But then now you have an inefficient Jalen Green, KPJ, Josh Christopher. Like, bro, what does he have? Like, he has nothing to work with. So I believe like all this flack that he's getting is kind of like unwarranted, bro. Like, I don't like it, bro.
No, he's still mismanaging it though because he should definitely be running the offense through someone like Sengun, and he's not doing that. I think if Sengun touched the ball more, like every single play, obviously he needs to touch the ball. Like then Jalen Green would be a lot more efficient because he would get like a lot of like easier baskets, like back doors. He's athletic. Anything can happen, bro. They use Jalen Green differently. He has the ball as like a ball handler too much. I think he needs to like have an actual point guard around him. And like the composition of that team has no rim protector. I think they're obviously gonna be terrible, but you can see teams that are gonna be terrible, like the Orlando. It's different, bro. It's like it's different. This is different culture. It's a different like.
I agree. Can
I pick my team quick? Sorry, I was jumping around. Can I pick my? Sorry. Just with all that being said, whatever. The team that I'm looking at the most is the Utah Jazz. They have a lot of picks from a shaky Timberwolves team. Their front court would be set up for the future with Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. It's a really good front court going forward. Defensive Walker Kessler and the offensive side of Lauri Markkanen, obviously being an all-star this year. They have pieces like Jordan Clarkson, who you still could trade, but you could build with him as a sixth man. I like Colin Sexton. Obviously hasn't like shown whatever great potential yet, or hasn't shown to be a like all-star level starting point guard at all. Like hasn't shown those glimpses yet. I do like him as a I said he hasn't.
I don't think that's true, bro.
What are you talking about?
You think Colin Sexton showed all-star point guard in Utah?
No. Oh, not in Utah. Not in Utah.
Yeah, in Cleveland. Yeah, that's fair. Cleveland. He balled out. He had some games in Cleveland where he balled out. Utah hasn't showed.
He had that year in Cleveland when he balled out.
Yeah. I think that was either the last year with Darius Garland, right?
I thought it was his rookie year.
No. It was the last year with Darius Garland. It was the last year with Darius Garland.
It was Sexland. Was it 2019?
Yeah.
It was that. Yeah. But I think he could be a good, especially defensively. I think he could be a good point guard if they can get a wing player to put on that team. If they can get a superstar wing, I think he could be a starting point guard in a championship team.
Colin Sexton?
Yeah.
No. Colin Sexton should be coming off your bench, bro. Colin Sexton should be coming off your bench. He should not be a starting point guard.
Why do you say that? What about his game makes you say that he can't be a starting point guard on a championship?
Yeah, if you put a good enough two.
What do you think he does? What do you think he does good enough to be warranted as a starting point guard on a championship team? It's Colin Sexton.
I'm thinking very hypothetical.
He just has that dog in him.
He's not a good defender. He's actually not a good defender. He's intense. I wouldn't say he's not a good defender though.
Let's see.
But
so
he's not a bad defender.
Let's say they
not a bad defender.
Let's say they mess around, get a high pick, get a guy like Brandon Miller to fill in a 3 spot. They play big. Let's say they play big, and then you get a guy like Jalen Green on. You can try and sign him in free agency. What? So, Jalen Brown. You got a guy like Jalen Brown in free agency. Why he'd want to come to Utah, I don't know, the Danny Ainge reunion or something. But are you telling me a team of Colin Sexton, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Miller, Laurie Marketing, Walker Kessler, if you put Colin Sexton on like a good team, you don't think that he could like be enough to?
No, what I don't. He hasn't shown it at all. Like we talking about like
if you put Colin Sexton on the Clippers, do you think they're still in the same spot?
no.
I actually think Colin Sexton would be a better piece than Russ.
If you put Colin Sexton on like
Norman Powell is better than Colin Sexton.
If you put
Norman Powell is tough.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with this. Kind of like, why are you hyped about? Like, what are you? Why are you high? That's a weird play to be high on. Come on, bro. What does he do well? He's a good finisher, I guess.
He's a good slasher.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
He could be a starting point guard. I don't know. I guess
he could be a starting point guard in the NBA. Maybe I just want him coming to my bench. I don't think about it.
Maybe. Where else?
Maybe it's crazy.
Like
you realize Tyus Jones doesn't start, bro? Like.
Huh?
What? Tyus Jones is behind Ja.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
he's a starting point guard.
Yeah, Tyus Jones. That's what I'm saying. Tyus Jones could be. He can literally leave Memphis, but he didn't. He can literally leave Memphis and be a starting point guard. And Tyus Jones is much better than him. Tyus Jones is much better than him, bro.
You think Tyus Jones is much better than Colin Sexton? Much better.
Yes.
Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones is a hooper. Tyus Jones is a hooper, but I feel like we're putting down Colin Sexton. Like, Sam, he's much better than Colin Sexton. Is crazy,
Colin Sexton is like inefficient, like turnover prone, like what is that? Bro, Tyus Jones had the best turnover assist ratio in the league last year.
Tyus Jones is just a true point guard.
Yeah,
so
he can shoot too.
Start on any other team. Yeah.
I'm trying to find his stats, because I think he averaged 24.
Sexton's shooting. Whoa, I didn't know about that. Sexton's shooting 40% from three.
Look at his attempts, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, he does not shoot that many threes. That's the reason it's like that. He doesn't shoot that many threes. How many attempts is it? The year he had 40%, he did not shoot that many threes.
This year he has 40%.
It says 1.5, bro. I'm looking at it, or something like that.
1.5%? No, he's shooting 39.3% from three.
Not 1%, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm asking, what are you talking about? 2.5 attempts a game. He hits one a game.
Yeah, that's not a lot, bro. I mean, that's 39%.
But 39% is not bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand that, but he's not taking that many. I think he averaged.
Bro, he's averaging 14 points in 23 minutes of play, bro. Like that's
exactly
crazy.
Off the bench. Good. That's what you see coming off the bench. Listen, he averaged 24 points in 2021.
So
four assists and 3. He averaged 4 assists and 3 turnovers, bro. That's not good. Come on, bro. Like 4 assists and 3 turnovers is not good. He's not a point guard. He shouldn't be a starting point guard, bro. He's a point guard, but he should be coming off the bench. He's turnover prone.
You're talking about 4 assists, 3 turnovers 2 years ago?
Yes.
2 years ago. Cool. Just making sure.
His role diminished. He got injured last year, so I mean, he's not really like a. I don't want him like playmaking for me.
I don't. You think his role diminished? Hold on.
He last year when Garland came, his role got diminished. Like when when he got injured.
2 years ago, Tyus Jones was averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds or 3 assists.
Wait.
So if you're talking about 2 years ago, no. If you're talking about, we're talking about 2 years ago, right? Yeah. We're talking about 2 years ago. All right. So
bro,
Tyus
he didn't. How many minutes though? How many minutes?
He played a whopping 18 minutes a game. Actually.
Exactly. So that's not that much. That's not the. So
got 6 points.
6 points and 3 assists is pretty good for
you could double it. You could have played 36 minutes and still wouldn't have averaged as much as Colin Sexton did.
Bro, he's still not better than Colin Sexton. And so I don't want you.
I'm just saying, bring up this year's stat. We'll talk about this year's stats. Let's not talk about
this year's stats. Tyus Jones.
This year's stats. Tyus Jones still only averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, he's not. If we're going off stats, he's not better than
on 24 minutes a game.
How many assists?
5.
All right, that's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's
better. That's better than 14. That's better than 14. And like
I think it's 2 more actually.
It's 14, 3, and 2, and Tyus is averaging 10, 5, and 2.
Yeah, he's much more efficient, Tyus Jones. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not getting into Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones is shooting worse from the 3-point line.
He shoots more threes.
He shoots more.
He shoots 1 more.
That's enough. And also,
three.
Actually,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie. That's not enough. That's not enough.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, hasn't he been? Bro, hasn't
I was siding with you. I don't.
Colin Sexton missed 20 games, like or something. Colin Sexton missed like 20 straight games. That plays his roles in stats because he hasn't played that like the amount of games that Tyus Jones has. So So obviously your stats can either be worse or better, but it's obviously worse if you play more games. The percentage will probably go down.
Well, it's part of average. You average it out. Average averages it out, man.
Yeah. I didn't want to get in a Colin Sexton and Tyus Jones debate. That went too long.
I'm sorry. That was a dumb argument, Latif. None of your points got backed up.
Wait, what do you mean though? What do you mean? How?
They're a lot more comparable than we think.
I said he's a more efficient player. Like that's my whole point.
No, you said Tyus Jones is much better than Colin Sexton.
Yeah, you said much.
And we showed that
he is much better. He's much better in my eyes.
Not much better.
I think Tyus Jones could be the best point guard on the championship team. I don't think that about Colin Sexton at all. Not a doubt. Like that's where the whole argument stands from. Joel Embiid dropped 52 points on the Boston Celtics the other day. Did that lock up MVP for him? And I want to get you guys MVP picks as well. Did that lock up the MVP for him dropping all points in the Celtics?
For me, I think it does. But what I'm seeing, like in the media now, like everybody, all of a sudden, every time I look at the MVP or every time we had this conversation on the pod, I think it's always has been Joel Embiid or Jokic. Now I'm seeing a lot of Giannis coming up. Like I feel like that's came out of nowhere. So does Giannis? I know Giannis is Giannis for sure, but I feel like the whole season, well, at the start of the season, it was like Jason Tatum, and then it kind of shifted towards Joel Embiid and Jokic. But now, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Giannis. So does Giannis actually have a true chance? But for me, yeah, I think that kind of does cement it for Joel Embiid. Particularly, I would choose Jokic, but I kind of want to, as everybody is saying, I kind of want to get this over with. I want to give Embiid his MVP and just let it be over with. And then he dropped 52. He's had many performances like this season, so just give him his MVP. Let it be.
I'll hop in next. They just lost by 30 to the Heat tonight.
I saw that.
I saw that.
That's crazy.
That completely cancels out whatever he did against Boston.
No, it doesn't.
I think I don't know, Jaden, if this is what you said, but like I think Jokic should get it, but I think Joel Embiid will get it. I think Jokic is the most valuable to his team, and they are the 1 seed. Let me just pull up standings quick.
The record is not that much different though. I just
want to make sure it's just difference in conferences.
Yeah,
52-28, 52-27. So same record. Yeah, I don't know. I think I get Denver's bench is probably deeper. I think Harden's the better number 2 option. Like when you're looking at teams and stuff. I don't know. I just think Jokic does everything. Obviously, Embiid's a better scorer, but yeah, I think it's cemented it for the media as Joel Embiid getting the MVP. I'll still, if I had to vote, I'd still pick Jokic. But
my MVP is Giannis. I think Giannis is the best player in the league. I think he's the best player on the best team in the league. And for the criteria for MVP, it's so like who knows what it is, but I think Giannis has been the best player on the best team for the longest this season. I think he has the numbers to back it up. I think he's a better defender than Joel Embiid. And I think
but I guess that's not the award though. It's not the best player on the best team.
Some years from the MVP, that's how it's been. And it's not like he doesn't have the numbers to back it up. He's averaging like 32, 12, and like 5 or something like that. So he has the numbers. I think he's the best player in the league. He's the best player on the best team in the league. He has the numbers. I mean, he's averaging like 8 more points than Jokic, more rebounds than Jokic. Jokic has him with the assists, and he's about to average a triple-double. But I think like I haven't seen enough love for Giannis. I think being the best player on the best team, he has amazing stats. He's going to be first or second team all defense. Is like he should definitely be getting more love for MVP. Like he's
not gonna get it though. Like
he's not definitely not. It's gonna be Embiid though. It's gonna be definitely Embiid.
Yeah, that's fair, but I agree with everything you said, but he's not gonna get it. Like the whole point of conversation for his whole season has been Embiid or Jokic. So now, like to just change it so fast, there's no way he gets it.
Yeah, there's no way he gets it because I'm not gonna vote for him. But I think Giannis is the most valuable player this year. And you know the Bucks from that 20-game win streak, the Nuggets fell off a little bit. And they've been resting and stuff like that. And B been doing his thing, but the Sixers had a slump too, as well. And they beat the Celtics without Jaylen Brown and Robert Williams. So I mean, he had Grant Williams guarding him. So you should drop 52. Put the context to that. It's not that great of a performance. And they won by 2 points. So, but I think that performance kind of locked it up for him though. Especially since he's been struggling with the Celtics for his entire career. They hadn't beat them at all the entire season. So I think that performance is really good. You gotta see it in the playoffs though. If Joel Embiid gets the award though, it's definitely gonna be a pity award, and that's crazy because he been complaining and bitching about it for 3 years, and I don't like his mentality. So yeah, I think he probably wrap it up. You guys got anything else to say about that? Or can we move on?
I think we can move on.
All right, y'all. Battle of LA last night. Was arguably the biggest Battle of LA edition that has ever been. And since LeBron and Kawhi, it has so many playoff.
I don't think so.
Why, how not? How not?
Did we not see what happened in was it the bubble?
That didn't have playoff implications as much as this one did.
Okay.
And I think that both teams were 41 and 38, jockeying for position. And this game basically sealed the 5 seed for the Clippers and basically eliminated the 5 seed for the Lakers. It's like it's gonna be very hard. Sacramento is Jesus Christ. They benched all their players, so they're gonna be Warriors. So there's no way we get the 5th seed even if we went out. So this game was very vital, very very vital. What were you guys' takeaways from the game? I know LeBron came out very very. That was the worst half of LeBron James. I was fighting for my life. Fighting for my life in that Discord. They were like, bro, people were like, I don't know, bro. It was one of the worst halves I've ever seen LeBron play. It was very disgusting to watch. Turnovers, missed shots. But he turned it on. Obviously, he's a GOAT, so he turned it on in the second half. But what were your guys' general takeaways? I know. Jaden was saying earlier, this game convinced you that they're gonna win a championship, which is kind of crazy and very strong for you to say that.
No, I kind of want to touch on that. So everybody is talking about how they just see somehow the Lakers could possibly go to the finals, and if the Clippers just did what they did to the Lakers when they had a team with full health, LeBron, AD was in a box. I know they were doubling him the whole game and stuff like that, but AD was boxed up. LeBron played terrible the first half. Of course, he did turn it on. Second half, what do you have? Like 30 points, 33 points.
He had 30 points.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, but I don't know. It just the Kawhi looked amazing. Russ was hitting the open shots. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
For me, it exposed some of our biggest problems. First of all, and this is why Max, when you say like the Lakers can go to the championship, win a championship, go to the championship, it's like, bro, in the playoffs, like things like free throw shooting is gonna be very big. We suck. We're not good at it, especially down the stretch. We're not good at it. Anthony Davis is a terrible clutch free throw shooter. LeBron
can't shoot free throws ever.
He actually was shooting 91% in the last couple games, but we're not gonna go to that. LeBron is obviously have his woes at the free throw line, and then we can't play defense like at all. Like our defense is
my lord, defense is
our defense is Anthony Davis. If we be honest, that's our entire defense. Our perimeter defense is terrible. Vanderbilt is good, but it's like Schroeder, barbecue chicken. I don't know why people got. I don't know why people got the idea that Austin Reeves was an okay defender. He sucks. We don't play Lonnie. Rui is inconsistent. He came in last. Rui came in and it was clanking it up. I guess he was getting cooked. Like I love D'Lo, but like D'Lo, bro, you don't play defense, and then you just shoot some of the craziest shots possible, bro. And it's like, so defense, perimeter defense, we don't contest any type of threes. I don't know if it was because it was a back-to-back, and we just went into overtime with the Jazz. I think they had that effect for sure. We came out flat. When it came out on a 15-3 run, we don't contest any threes, and that's a problem because like some of the teams in the playoffs are the best three-point shooting teams. And so, go ahead.
It's nasty. Like you kind of brought up the whole Rui thing. When the Lakers first acquired Rui, niggas was saying the most crazy. We finally have somebody who can guard Tatum.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What in the actual fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Lonnie is crazy.
Troy Brown. I love Troy Brown this year. He's hitting the three. He's hitting the three this year. I love him. He's one of the best players in the first half for us. But I ain't gonna lie. Kawhi Leonard was giving him dick and balls. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was bad. It was bad, bro. He was hitting every single three, bro. And it was like he doesn't even celebrate. It's like it's so gut wrenching. He doesn't even celebrate.
Yeah, he did straight face.
Yeah, straight face, just killing you, bro. I hit like 2 threes for the half. It was bad. General takeaways though. Yeah, I'm gonna attribute this loss to fatigue. We retired. I don't tell y'all. We just had to travel from Utah and the back-to-back. We don't play back-to-backs. LeBron and AD don't play the back-to-backs this year. You know how it is. LeBron is 38. And so terrible first half for him, but obviously he's a go. He going. Like you said though, I want to see if Tim can scheme AD out the game. It's just like you see the double team of the nigga. It's like, bro, he doesn't score. It's so annoying. It's like, bro, he's under minutes restriction. Obviously, if they're double teaming, he got to find an open man. And I think it's gonna be hard to double team with LeBron or James on the court. But if LeBron James is shooting like is playing that bad, then obviously you can double team AD. It's either our 3-point shooters are making the shots or we're not. So I don't trust D'Lo and Reeves and all of them make shots, and we gotta see if they make shots in the playoffs. So that was my general reaction. That was the Clippers finals though. Also, Norman Powell's a god, obviously. Norman Powell.
Oh my gosh, he was hooping.
Yeah, he has an elite whistle. He got 10 free throws that game. Like elite
Hell
whistle.
yeah.
Austin Reeves level whistle. Like it was crazy, bro. Like, yeah, Russ sucks. I don't care. So, like,
what the?
I wish Jay was here. I wish Jay was here because, bro, he didn't even play the fourth quarter, and he obviously played.
Russ was cooking. Russ was cooking
in the first. Yes, it was very aggravating. He over there throwing up crip all in our faces. Stuff.
Yeah,
he did it twice.
Weird.
Very disgusting. Very disgusting. Max, what were your takeaways from the Battle of LA?
Didn't watch the game, and
Wow.
to be honest, it's I guess I watched the highlights and stuff at the end, but I didn't tune in. I had homework. I had a test to study for. I had a test from 7:45 to 9 o'clock. I get a game started at 10.
Ew.
I was celebrating. Yeah, it was a stats test. So I was studying for that. I wasn't really keeping up with it. But obviously I did watch. I watched more of the second quarter going into halftime, and then I just kind of turned it off when they were down by like 15, 20. It just got ugly. Yeah, I mean
they came back a little.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
LeBron went on a tear when we came back.
At the same time, like you could say whatever excuse you want, but it's a back-to-back. I mean, they literally went to overtime game in Utah.
Clippers were on 4 days of rest, by the way. They were on 4 days of rest.
It's just I get it. Like, no PG's tough, but the Clippers are a good team. We can't keep saying that they're not a good team. You can hate Russ as much as you want, Latif, but that's not going to change the fact that Russ still can play basketball, and we're not going to let's not be crazy here.
Pelicans beat him.
Pelicans
beat him.
Yeah, so, we'll talk about that next segment. Because there's something I want to talk about. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The playoffs are just. I get what you're saying, Latif. With whatever, the Lakers can't shoot free throws, they can't play defense. Every team has issues. Right? The Kings can't play defense. I get you. The Kings can't play any defense. They don't have perimeter or they don't have post defense. But some people are so confident in them. The Suns have
no one's confident in them. Everybody has them losing first round. That was Isaiah, bro.
Zay was literally talking about that. The Warriors can't win on the road. The Clippers don't have their second star. The Nuggets just don't do anything in the playoff. Like, every team has a big issue. And I get it. Like, free throw shooting is obviously huge when it comes to the playoffs, and defense, sure. But, like, that's just part of basketball. But free throw shooting is big when it comes to playoffs. But, again, at the end of the day, like, I don't know.
Bro, at the end of the day, all you're going to say is that we have LeBron. That's not enough, bro. He's 30 years old.
I don't know if it's dumb trust or whatever. Like, we are – no, not we. I'm not going to be like Latif. I'm not a Lakers fan. We're not going to get that started. I like LeBron. I'm not a Lakers fan. They are a good shooting, the 3-point shooting team. They're a good shooting team. As much as whatever. They can shoot the ball, and that is probably the most important thing about the playoffs is being able to shoot the ball. Because if you have an off night, it could be the night you go home. They can shoot the ball. And I get it. D'Lo chucks up bad shots sometimes, whatever. He just throws up shots. But at the end of the day, he's throwing up shots. And he really doesn't have, I'm feeling cold tonight, I'm going to stop shooting. No, let's keep shooting the basketball. I think when it comes to playoffs, it's a big component. Obviously, we saw the Warriors have won it the past couple of years just by shooting the basketball. They have defense, but they just win by shooting. I think they obviously have to fix some issues going into the playoffs. It depends on who they draw. I think if you draw a team like Sacramento or Memphis first round, I think you can work on your issues. You can work on your flaws because they're not as experienced team in the playoffs. But, yeah, if you do go up against a team like Phoenix, I'd be a little more worried the first round. But whatever. At the end of the day, my overall reactions, it's one game. It's tough, sure, but I'm not really freaking out.
But it basically made us that dropped us to the play-in essentially, bro. And we have to win a game now.
That's fine. Win 2 games. You have to win. You get 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, but who wants to get to AC and play the Nuggets? I don't want to do that. I don't. You keep saying we're going to just blow past the Nuggets. That's not.
I would rather play the Nuggets than the Suns.
Of course, but I just don't. I'd rather play the Grizzlies than the Nuggets, obviously. So I want to just win the first game.
That's what I'm saying.
We probably want to see the Pelicans and Brandon Ingram is looking like the second coming of I don't even know, Kawhi Leonard. Like
hold on. If the last team you want to play is the Suns, then why are you worried about winning this game?
Because bro, we would have won a game. We would have won a game. We would have still had a chance of seeing the Kings, and I want to see the Kings because I'd rather see the Kings than the Grizzlies, and that's my hierarchy.
Cool, but
I'd rather see the Kings than the Grizzlies. I'd rather see the Grizzlies than the Nuggets, and I'd rather see the Nuggets rather than the Suns. But I don't want to see
like
those
I was
two other
texting
options
about
either.
This season more than ever. No team is quote unquote scary. Every team is. I think there's balanced teams. There's a lot of good teams in the league. I think Milwaukee. I think Boston. I think the Lakers, the Clippers.
Wait, what? No team is scary? The Suns are scary. They put fear in my heart. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very scared of the Suns.
Scary.
I'm scared of that man. I'm scared of KD.
I don't think any NBA player is saying they're scared of a team this year.
I mean, obviously not. But you don't want to face.
Every team is very beatable. And has shown they're beatable. The Suns are a little different because they haven't.
Bro, there's definitely matchups you definitely want to avoid, bro. And that what that is? That's fear.
And also,
no matter how you want to say it, bro. That's
no,
fear.
it's preference.
You keep saying they beatable. The Suns have not lost with KD yet. They have not lost.
How many games they play? How many games they played?
7.
2, 3?
7. They've played 7.
They did 7 away games because he never played a home game.
No, he played at home.
No, he just played home.
The first game I thought the first game he played at home he got injured.
KD has 7 games played with the Suns and they won all 7 of them. He is 20-1 in his last 21 games, bro. He's been on this here and he's not losing, bro.
He's 20-1, and 14 of those games were with another basketball team.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just saying, like,
the one loss was with the other basketball team as well. So KD is hooping right now. The Suns look great, bro. I don't want to play a team where we cannot double team anybody, bro. Like we cannot double team anyone on. Like if we double team,
that's scary.
I was talking with this dude in the Discord, and he knows a lot of ball. And he said, "Yeah, the thing we should do is make KD beat us." What the no? What he said? He said
KD can't beat you.
Let's trap Devin Booker and let KD beat us 1-on-1. Nigga, he's gonna beat us 1-on-1. What are we talking about? Like, come on, bro.
Jaden. I get you're saying if you don't play a team that's scared. No, it's just you. Would you rather play the Grizzlies or the Kings?
No, I feel like.
Would you rather play the Grizzlies or the Kings? Would you rather play the Grizzlies or the Kings?
I'd rather play the Kings.
Are you scared of the Grizzlies?
That's one team.
If I'm what team?
I'm just saying, like, yeah, whatever team you want to be. I'm just saying, like, I don't think just picking a team is saying you're scared of them. But every team has shown they're beatable this season. I get you saying the Suns haven't. But at the end of the day, KD's only played 7 games, which I didn't think he played 7 games. Thought he played less than that. But, like, and I get it. It's Boston and it's Milwaukee. They're both great teams. But Milwaukee's gotten killed by Boston. Milwaukee thinks the best team in the league right now. And they got killed by Boston by, like, 40. And they almost lost to them with their entire bench unit in. And I get Boston's a great team, but Boston's bench unit almost beat Milwaukee. Like, the teams are showing they're beatable. And I get it. The Suns are a good team. I think the Suns, if they play, I've really watched them all completely healthy. If they get everything working cohesively, yes, I think they probably could be the best team in the league. But I don't know. Like, every team's got flaws, and every team's kind of beatable right now. The Lakers are beatable. I just don't think I'm pick them to win or go to the finals. But the Lakers are beatable. The Nuggets are beatable. Kings are beatable. Every team out west is beatable. Obviously, the Sixers are beatable. Like, just no team, I guess, scares me right now. And I guess it's coming from a Thunder fan who really doesn't care. I got my LeBron vendetta. I got my LeBron agenda. Sorry. My LeBron agenda. But besides that, I'm just kind of sitting from the playing potential lottery spot. Not really caring.
Okay, so with this next topic, I want to say something before you start. First of all, Jaden, you keep saying, like, oh, I gave my respect to BI, but I vividly remember being on the episode.
Yelling at me.
Exactly.
You're yelling at
I
me.
vividly remember you being on the episode bashing BI. This is not a false narrative. You actually did this. You were bashing BI. You said he needed to come back from injury. You said he was a B word. You were using a lot of vulgar language when referring to BI.
Oh my gosh, no.
You were saying that his toe wasn't really injured.
Can I get a quick word in?
Go ahead.
BI's my guy. I love BI. Yeah, no, it was just disrespectful for Jaden to be. It was just such a dry time in the group chat. Nothing was being said. Nothing happened. And then Jay just came swinging out of nowhere. Hey Max, what about BI now? And all this stuff, just completely like shitting on BI as a player. Completely just coming at BI, being the best player on the Pelicans team. BI's averaging what? We said almost 29, 9, and 6 in the last 10. They're 8 and 2 in the last 10. They beat the Clippers, I think, twice now. They beat the Nuggets. Like, I don't think Jokic played, but still, they beat the Nuggets. They still went 8 and 2
He didn't
with
play.
the roster that Jaden thought was absolute dog water. I'm happy that the roster is finally playing to what me and Latif, who want nothing to do with the Pelicans, knew they could play like. Like, I don't know, man. I think I can't read it.
So this is the group chat. So this day we were talking about just how
that's besides the fact.
This is the day where we were talking about I think the Lakers and the Pelicans were just going back and forth between the 7 seeds, something like that. And I was saying, I think the way BI has been hooping for the past 3, as y'all saw in the text, the past two weeks at this time, BI has been hooping, so I think we could beat the Kings. Anyways, you brought up the 8 and 2 thing. I cleared that up. We played terrible teams, Max. Max, on that stretch, we played shitty teams. And I'm not trying to take anything away from BI, but Latif, go continue what you were saying, bro.
Yeah, so I just want to say, because now he has you guys at the AC and basically locked into the play-in. You guys got to win.
Wait. Stop. Just a quick quote. Latif said, Brandon Ingram is like that. And Jaden responds with, you've never watched a full game of Brandon Ingram.
Like, just lying, bro. Anyways.
Hating. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, bro. So, BI got them in the AC. They got to just win one game, I think. 1 or 2 games. One game to lock their spot in. And BI has been on the tear. So, I want to start with Jaden. Obviously, this is his team. What have you seen from BI, one, and how far you think they can go in the playoffs when Zion inevitably returns, hopefully?
First off, I want to say, yes, BI has been hooping. That stretch of games, I think, like Max said, 8 and 2 is something like that. As I stated earlier, the teams that we beat, those are teams that we were definitely supposed to beat. The Nuggets, that was kind of a surprise, but then Jokic didn't play. We just beat the Grizzlies. Ja didn't play. But anyways, we've also seen a lot of people.
A win's a win.
Yeah, a win is a win. But we have also seen a lot of people step up. Herb Jones last night, that was kind of surprising. And then Trey Murphy has been balling out of his mind recently. Season come, he's kind of shown a little bit more consistency than what he has been showing since the beginning of the year. So, BI has been on the tear. Like I think I said before, we started recording. This has kind of been what BI has been for the past 2 years. Like he's really been turning it up when it's time to head into the play-in.
Yeah, I want to say that. He carried them last year too into the play-in too, and in the playoffs. So yeah,
for sure. So now seeing the update that we got from Zion, they said that they're gonna keep doing rehabilitation conditioning. I could be delusional, but that sounds like what it's gonna be for Andrew Wiggins, just getting him back into game shape and it's looking like we're gonna make. You said what?
But it's like he wasn't hurt, so he can play as soon as the playoffs start.
True. But I think when we make the playoffs, Zion is definitely gonna start playing. So what it sounds like is we're gonna have Zion back. BI is hooping out of his mind. The only thing that kind of frustrates me is when Zion is gonna have the ball. Zion is obviously our best player, and I don't have anything wrong to say about BI. Like he's carried this team to the playoffs, but the thing is, when he's alongside Zion and Zion is cooking, BI likes to force his way into offense, and of course, he is an intricate part of this team. I don't agree with that.
Because I was watching the Pelicans earlier. As much as you say I've been watching the Pelicans, I was watching them earlier in the season, especially the first couple of games. I watched them heavy, and I remember that game against the Brooklyn Nets when they first had Steve Nash. I think BI was getting his buckets. Actually, I was watching them because I was betting on him a lot.
Bro, that was like the first game.
I just said that it was the first game. But Zion hasn't played in forever. So anyways, I think actually BI gets his buckets in the full offense. I think he doesn't force it that much. You watch the Pelicans more than me, so you obviously know more than me. But from what I watched, I seen Brandon Ingram get his buckets in the full offense. It's like off pin downs and he lets Zion create for him too. But when Zion is out, he needs to create and play make. That's a really big step he took in this game. He's a really good playmaker. He's a good playmaker now. I've seen that from BI. But I think with the fully healthy Zion, how far can the Pelicans go in the playoffs?
Ooh, put any team. I put any team against my Pelicans, man. Put any team. Only team I see we could lose to is the Suns. I mean, I feel like we could beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they're not beating us, bro. They're not beating us.
I'm still standing by that.
Yeah, that's not a. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we're beating y'all in 6. Easily, pretty easily.
If you beat us, it'll have to be in 7.
No, I don't know why you see us going to 7. Because first of all, Zion will be coming back off of injury. It'll be some rust. He took a couple games to get back in the flow of things. And like I said, every day was a lockdown Zion. So I mean,
rust how? You think he'll miss layups? Like what?
No,
what
rust, not rust.
I know that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
I mean, rust is more than just
rust
is more than just missing shots. It's like also on like it's getting back in the flow game. On defense. Handling the ball, everything. He could be like, so yeah. I mean, I think even if Zion come back to their first, I'm not even trolling. Like you guys are going to be AC with Zion. With Zion, y'all still losing the Nuggets. With Zion, y'all still losing.
Let me hop in. Depends on when they come back. I like the Pelicans. I like the Pelicans when they're fully healthy. It just is completely relying on the fact that Zion will be ready to go day one, and the offense will flow with Zion day one. How long has it been since Zion's played basketball?
January 1st.
January 1st. So that's almost 4 months now, right? They've been running you run a different offense without Zion. You play a different way without Zion. So, I mean, if it fits well, I think it obviously doesn't hurt to add Zion. But like that's the only issue is it going to flow well? Zion completely. Yes, it's going to flow well.
Yes, they were one of the best teams. I hate to admit it, but when Zion was in, they were one of the best teams in the NBA. And especially
I'm sorry. Like, what are we talking about?
I know that took a lot for you to say, T.
That didn't take a lot for me to say. And
like,
also, they're just not better than Nuggets though, or the Lakers. Like,
but I don't know. Matchup wise,
who's guarding Jokic? They're gonna kill. Like you got Valanciunas and Jokic, bro. That's gonna be I'm not gonna lie. Y'all might lose to Nuggets in 6 for sure.
That's a big body.
Yeah,
that's a big ass body.
Valanciunas' defense is dog shit. What are you talking about, bro? This is Nikola Jokic we talking about.
Who's guarding is Aaron Gordon guarding Zion? Who's guarding BI? MPJ?
Yeah, that's bad.
There's a lot.
It depends.
First off, Zion is
Bruce Brown a starter?
Aaron Gordon.
The Pelicans have a lot of ways to score the basketball.
Is Bruce Brown?
Is who starting?
Is Bruce Brown a starter?
Bruce Brown's gonna stop BI. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I'll take BI in that one.
And somebody has to guard CJ. Somebody has to guard CJ.
Like, the Pelicans do.
He turns it up in the playoffs too.
The Pelicans got a lot of ways to score the basketball. That's what I'm saying. If it fits well, if Zion can, I don't. BI is not going to score 29, 8, right? He's not going to put up the same numbers. But if BI is like again playing as efficient as he is right now, like you know what I mean, slide Zion in.
JV is scoring threat.
I would
CJ's
play
a scoring threat.
If I'm the Nuggets, I would want to play. Again, I'm not. I don't think I'm scared, but I would rather play other teams besides them. I'll still take the Lakers. I'll still take the Suns.
You would definitely rather play the Pelicans over the Lakers, the Clippers, any team like that.
I might rather play the Clippers than the Pelicans.
Why would you do that? That makes no type of sense. Because I mean,
we're scary, bro.
With Zion,
y'all can make some noise. Y'all definitely make some noise.
Hold on, let's talk about this. You literally just said with Zion, they were one of the best teams of basketball. And then you're the Clippers who don't have Paul George. Are they still one of the best teams of basketball?
I mean, they're the 5th seed in the West, and they just beat the Lakers last night. And
are they one of the best teams of basketball?
You
said the Zion Pelicans are one of the best.
Let's add some context to that, Max. That was earlier in the season when Zion was playing at a top level. But
that's what I was saying. I was saying, what if he doesn't
top what? Top what?
I was saying, what if he doesn't slide in well? And you said he will. He will. I said, what if he doesn't?
No. I'm saying they won't have. No. I'm saying they won't have to adjust their offense to playing with Zion. But I'm saying he might come off a little bit rusty. You know what I'm saying? They might come a little. He might come a little. He might. He's missed 3 months, bro. It's not like, And then playoff basketball, playoff basketball, we've never seen Zion in, so we don't know how teams are going to scheme against him. And also, getting to the, getting foul calls and stuff like that is not as prominent in the playoffs, and getting to the basket.
And he doesn't get a lot of calls within himself, like in the first.
If Dallas sneaks in as the 10th seed, would you rather play Dallas or New Orleans? With Zion.
Dallas, obviously.
You're going to play Dallas.
Yes, they have no type of defense.
Without Zion, who would you rather play?
Dallas.
Yeah, same Dallas.
Their defense is terrible, bro. Like Jokic is gonna eat. Like Jokic might average 70 points in that series, bro. Like the Dwight Powell's guarding him, bro. Let's be honest. Come on, bro. They have no defenders at all.
They need to play JaVale. They need to play JaVale.
Yeah, they should though.
I think Luka will put up a better fight than a Zionless Pels, but that's me. Zion with Zion on the team, I'll take the Pels easy. But
I'm just saying who you rather have. So okay. Next topic, y'all. We're gonna stick on with Brandon Ingram. We got a start bench cut. I was looking for a start bench cut with Brandon Ingram because he's one of those weird players. He's like probably like 30 to 40 best players in the NBA range in his best.
30 to 40 at his best?
No. Right now.
20 to 30.
That's not what you didn't even let me finish. I said he's probably one of 30 to 40. I was about to say in his best top 25 is what I'm about to say. You didn't even let me finish.
Okay. I was gonna say that was a little disrespectful.
But it's kind of weird. It's because it's like players around him. We'll get into the start bench cut. It's gonna be pretty obvious for me.
Yeah.
The start bench cut is Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, or Paul George. That's
Paul George. You got
Paul George.
Oh, Anthony Edwards. Okay. My bad. That's what I was thinking about earlier. That's the one thing I was about earlier because I'm like, dang, but Paul George kind of clears.
Thank you.
So
yeah, PG would start. I'm sorry.
The start bench cut is actually Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, and Anthony Edwards. That's start bench cut.
I like to take this. I like to take this.
Yeah.
So I'd say like about a week or two ago, I did a start bench cut between Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, and what was it, De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah. No, it was Donovan Mitchell, was it?
Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell. Yeah, I'm tweaking. I kind of have it like in the same spot, but I just start BI, bench Anthony Edwards, and then cut Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. No. Let me explain. Does Jaylen Brown have the defensive prowess that does Brandon Ingram have the defensive prowess that Jaylen Brown has? No, but I feel like they're kind of equal scoring. I think Brandon Ingram is a better playmaker than Jaylen Brown. I don't think Jaylen Brown has any playmaking abilities. Anthony Edwards is becoming a better playmaker, and he just the way he scores, like I feel like you could plug him in any position. I just love Anthony Edwards' game, so I'm taking both of them over Jaylen Brown. Not really much to it.
You want to go next, T? If you want me to go,
go ahead, bro. That was nasty.
All right, starting. I love this guy. I'm starting Anthony Edwards. He's one of my favorite players in the league. Anthony Edwards' game is insane. I'm starting Anthony Edwards.
You think Anthony Edwards is better than Brandon Ingram?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
no.
I'm sorry.
He plays both sides of the ball.
He's carrying. He's not carrying his team to the playoffs.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to though because he has.
That's true. That's
Cat
true.
and Gobert.
Cat's
been injured for a while.
Yeah, he carried them while Cat was going.
Don't try to Rudy Gobert's
butt. When Cat was injured, he carried them into where we are now.
Max is crazy.
Max, make sure you give me 3 straight answers for TikTok.
Yeah, I got you. I'll start Anthony Edwards. I'll bench Jaylen Brown. I'll cut BI. And I love BI. Jaden Hurts. I love BI. But at the end of the day, I do think Jaylen Brown's putting up crazy numbers next to Jason Tatum. And he's allowed to because the Celtics are so good. Their team is so good. They have so many people who could score and defend. So he can kind of, I'm going to say, ease off a little bit. BI is like the heart and soul of the Pelicans team right now. But yeah, I'll put Jaylen Brown I think Anthony Edwards is here. I think Jaylen Brown and BI are closer here, but I'll put Jaylen Brown over BI.
Definitely the toughest thing is BI and Jaylen Brown. It's because we think about it. BI is a much better playmaker than Jaylen Brown, but this year at least, Jaylen Brown's been a better scorer, and that's kind of crazy to think because he's
on the same level.
I mean, what is Jaylen Brown averaging 26, 27 almost?
Yeah, I got.
And BI's averaging 24.
Jaylen Brown's at almost 27, 7 3, or 27, 7, whatever, 3.5. BI's at 24.5, 5 and 6.
Yeah, so he's obviously a better playmaker, and then Jaylen Brown is not a good defender anymore. I don't know, he's not. You look at the advanced stats.
BI's shoots a little bit worse from the field, but a lot better from 3.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna cut Jaylen Brown. It's kind of crazy to say that because of the year he's having. But it's like he's not a better playmaker than Brandon Ingram. The scoring is on par. He's not that good on defense anymore. It's kind of crazy, bro. I kind of want to cut BI, but it's really a toss up. But that's obviously Anthony Edwards, like on both sides. He's averaging 25. He's a better defender than both of them. Like he's a better, more well-rounded player, and his potential is off the charts. He's in year 3, and he's better than both of them already. But so I'm going to start Anthony Edwards. I'm going to bench Brandon Ingram. I'm going to cut Jaylen Brown. The reason I'm cutting Jaylen Brown is I think Brandon Ingram is a much better playmaker. The scoring is on par. I think Jaylen Brown has fell off a little bit on defense this year. So I'm going to that's the reason for that. Anthony Edwards is obviously the best player on the list. He does it on both ends. He's a prolific scorer, and his potential is off the charts. So that's – go ahead.
It was so close. Y'all got me trying to think. I might switch my answer, but I'll keep it as is.
Yeah, because I don't want to even say I want to cut Jaylen Brown, bro. That's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah, but I like BI. I don't know. It's a good debate. It's a good
so
debate.
why are y'all shitting on what I said when literally the only difference is me starting Brandon Ingram?
Because I think
Brandon Ingram is not better than Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is a clear start.
He's a clear start. He's a clear start.
You gotta start Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and
Anthony Edwards is.
He's damn near elite almost. Well, he's not elite on defense yet, but he has a potential.
It could be a home team bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
maybe,
right.
But
for our last topic, it's one of my favorite ones. We haven't done this in a while because we've been over on Zoom, but being over on StreamYard, it gives us an opportunity to do NBA tiers again. So we're gonna get into NBA tiers right before the playoffs. I got the list up from last time. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna get right into it. Let me present my screen. Let me make sure y'all can still see me. Y'all can still see me?
Yeah, we're good.
Is everything like cool? Not lagging or anything like that?
Yeah, we're good. Oof, we got Brooklyn up there. They can win it all. So,
oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta reset this. Can we reset this?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a lot different now. You can't even turn them off.
Cool. We can move it around. Just talk about the bottom.
All right, so this is our last one.
Put Denver back up top. Put Denver back up top.
Yeah, this is our last one. Last time we did it, I think it was like either after the All-Star break or the midway point through the season, we did a tier list. So, obviously,
one thing got to be addressed first. Please move Phoenix out of mid. Put him in. Can win it all. This is before.
Oh yeah,
let's just get that out the way.
That was crazy.
It's before the KD trade.
Yeah, it was before the KD trade, and they were losing a lot of games as well before the KD trade.
And then take Brooklyn out and put them in playoff push. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah. Okay.
KD Kyrie trade was not happening at the time. That's that. Are we cool with the can win it all category? The 4 teams.
Yeah. So I think Utah is out of the playoff push.
Yeah, mid.
They're done. So are we doing mid or Wemby?
Mid. They're not tanky for Wemby. They're mid.
They're mid. But they have a bright future. They have a bright future. Pelicans are in playoff push. We got to see against Zion because then they can make some noise.
Bulls are playoff.
They are in the playoff push.
Bulls and Hawks are playoff push.
I don't think we could just put every team in the playoff push because, I mean, like these teams are actually mid.
No, Pat Bev has kind of like changed the Bulls, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, we can put the Bulls there.
I would put Toronto up there instead of Atlanta. I would have more faith in Toronto than Atlanta.
No, I don't think Toronto's making a play-in. I think Atlanta's gonna make it.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
I want to
think Miami's. Should we drop Miami? Miami's pretty bad.
Yeah, Miami sucks. They're gonna make the playoffs though.
Yeah.
Kings. I think at this point we have to put them in make some noise.
I don't think so. I don't think they can though. I think
they're not. They're not
a playoff push. Yeah,
they're not a playoff push team. Warriors can make some noise. Cavs can make some noise. Clippers can make some noise.
You can move. You can. I mean, we're in a play. No, you keep the Thunder in playoff push.
Yeah, because they're not exactly out of it right now.
You could drop the Trailblazers to tank for Wemby. Throw them in.
Yeah, they're worse than mid.
They're bad.
For the season.
Yeah, they're
good
bad.
Call right there. I think they are definitely out of the mid too as well.
Yeah, Washington's mid. Yeah, that's a good mid category.
Yeah, Washington is mid.
I don't know. Minnesota and New York are inching on that mid category, but they're both in the playoff push.
Oh no! Let's put Knicks right here and make some noise. I think they're not a playoff push team anymore. They're in the playoffs. They're directly in the playoffs.
They're not in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs, so like they're obviously pushing. But
if the Knicks won a series, I play the Cavs first round. If they beat the Cavs, it would be surprising. But
elimination. They're not beating the Cavs.
Yeah, they're not.
Don't even worry about that.
I think it wouldn't be like the craziest thing we ever seen. So I think they can make some noise in the playoffs, possibly. I gotta give them Knicks some respect. They've been doing it without Julius Randle as well. They just had 3 players drop 30 points, and the youngest players. Yeah, I think this is pretty straight though. Obviously, these are our contenders right here. We got Celtics, Nuggets, Bucks, and Suns are my 4 contenders.
I'd put the Lakers up there, but that's just me, so that's why I'm not going to fight it.
I just want to be realistic, and I think they're not winning it this year. But I also think the Lakers are contenders. It's a possibility.
They can make some noise.
It's a possibility they can be contenders. You guys think the Warriors are contenders this year?
Yeah.
Can make some noise.
You even can make some noise. They're not.
If I'm being real, I feel like this list is kind of good how it is.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to change. I agree.
Yeah, I wish it wouldn't have saved our stuff. It would have been a lot better just pushing it, pulling them off from under here. But
the only 2 that I'm looking at are Toronto and Atlanta. One of them is definitely a playoff push team. I would say Toronto, but I think Atlanta's more mid than Toronto is.
I know Atlanta has AC right now, buddy.
Still.
Hold on, let me see. Before we finalize the list, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and send it. Post it on Twitter and stuff like that.
All right, standings. Atlanta's sitting at 9, 8. Miami's 7, and we have mid.
You said Miami 7 mid.
We have the 10 seed Bulls at the playoff push, and we have the 2 teams in mid.
I think we can put the Bulls in mid. Y'all want to? I think
I think we might have to we might have to throw.
But it's just the whole like how they're looking now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the Lakers record, you can't really say like they could like make a push, but it's just how they're playing as of late, or make some noise.
So I'm gonna put Atlanta in a playoff push. I think Toronto Raptors are mid as shit. And I don't think they will put. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I mean, obviously the Heat are in there, but they still suck. So it's
I don't know. I'd still put the Heat at mid right now. The Heat suck.
Y'all want to change the names like for the playoff push? We can be like they're in it's the playoffs, bro.
I mean, you got.
It's still a push. It's still a push. Yeah, you got plans and everything. It's still a playoff push.
Yeah,
I think I like the mid. There's a big gap between playoff push and take for Wemby, and I think those 4 teams do kind of fit. The Jazz and the Wizards are certified.
I kind of want to change the name. I kind of want to take Utah out, but
yeah, I don't know.
I want to put Utah here. I want to change his name. I want to change this.
They just got eliminated today.
They did.
No playoffs.
Who did? The Pacers?
No man's land. That's good. No, the Jazz got eliminated today.
Why does it look like that?
I mean, they did better than what they were expected to do, I guess. Yo, the Jazz were looking like crazy tough in the beginning of the year. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it looks like that. What is weird?
Land. I like land.
No, I'm gonna be like, let's do this. Let's do this. Like,
throw the Heat in there. Throw the Heat and the Jazz in there.
No. Jazz, they have. I think the Jazz have a clear direction. So do y'all want to change this to blow it up or something?
Just put a question mark. Just put a question mark because we don't know what's happening.
No, okay, we're gonna leave it at that. All right, man. If we don't have anything else though, I think that was a great episode. Got a lot of topics out. Got a lot of good basketball analysis. That was a great episode though, for sure. We talked about the Pelicans. We've been dodging talking about the Pelicans for a minute. We should have been talking about them because they've been on this little run for a minute.
8-2.
Yeah. But yeah, though, that's episode 22. Keep showing support. Right here is our TikTok. We want to keep growing on there. We got 655 followers, I think, or 654. We cannot wait to get to 1,000. Start going live. Start adding, like, getting people lives, so we can increase our following. I'm about to put our Twitter on the page. 1 second. Yeah, because I just need all this stuff is gonna be in the description. I need y'all to go. Y'all watching this right now. I need y'all to go. Follow these because we need to continue to grow on social media. And this is our Instagram, especially on Twitter, bro. Like I keep tweeting out stuff. Nobody looking at it. It's pretty depressing. It's like you just talking to yourself. And this is our Instagram, the Tip for Tap Podcast. We probably gonna try to make all of our usernames the same, so it can be a unified front. But yeah, that's it for episode 22. We're signing off. See y'all.
Peace, guys.